This electric cargo bike has an interesting original new tubular heavy-duty frame design that has similar structure to Nami Bernie electric scooter or the new Yamaha electric bike that was recently unveiled. The frame is wide and massive, but combined with new design parts that are very good quality, super nice paint, and a dual battery system that allows you to use a single or both batteries at the same time. Even if the batteries have different capacity, the BMS will balance them out. And a powerful motor that with this massive and wide frame, despite having this excessively wide, heavy-duty futuristic look, feels light and nimble and so easy to handle. This bike can carry 400 pounds easily, perfect for any utility task for your business with a modern touch. Let me show you the unboxing and after we'll dive into the details. Alright guys, so this is a new frame design and this should give you a lot of range. We have a dual battery setup, so this is probably the longest range electric bike that we reviewed so far. So let's unbox it and let's see how it looks like. There's a box here on the top. Here's a bunch of tools and most likely a charger with the pedals, so put them aside. And I see here a bike lock. Pretty cool. Yeah, very sturdy. Seems to be well packed. Here's the battery, one of the batteries. Every single part of the bike is well wrapped and pretty well packed. So majority of the bike already is unpacked, but I want to show you how well this bike was wrapped. Even the levers, I already removed over there, but even here the lever, I want to show you each single piece was wrapped individually. Here we had the blue tape and every single part of the frame was individually wrapped, which is amazing. This bike is equipped with 750 watt brushless hub motor that outputs 1000 watts. We have a 48 volt system, dual battery packs combine 20.8 amp hour or 998.4 watt hour capacity. Top speed. It is advertised 28 miles per hour, but I was able to push up to 32 miles an hour, and the cool part is that the controller has no limitation. The harder you pedal, the faster you go. I like this. We have 5 levels of assist, and it's great that once you use the throttle, the speed increases to a level programmed and speed selected. It does not go into the maximum level acceleration. This model accelerates fast and has a ton of torque. Once you reach 23 miles an hour, there's no resistance and you're ghost pedaling. I would like a bigger sprocket here to assist at higher speeds, save energy and get much longer range. Range. I weigh 220 pounds and I was testing in the 5th maximum level with comfortable medium pedaling assist and 50% of the time just on throttle. I was able to cover 43 miles in range, advertised 80 miles, and that's definitely doable in a 2nd or 3rd speed level with assist. You have the option to choose a 15 amp hour battery pack, which is great, but you have so much more room here in the front and you can actually install a 20 amp battery pack, but unfortunately it's not offered by this company. With a 15 amp pack, you'll increase your range to 54-55 miles. With two 15 amp packs, you'll increase your range to over 65 miles at the highest speed and with a heavy rider. In a more modest setting, you can easily get over 100 miles in range on this setup. So the cool part is that we have 2 batteries here. You can use them at the same time or you can use individual batteries. One at a time you can turn it off. You have here the up button right here. You can see from this side, and the same here. Not so cool is that they only 10 amp capacity. Here I'm not sure if we can fit a bigger battery in the back, but here there's plenty of room. So I would expect that they offer, let's say, 20 amp capacity battery. I just reviewed recently this bike and it has only one battery but 20 amp capacity, and the cool part is that it got the longest range until we tested this Gemini X model. So with 20 amp I got close to 40 miles in range, which is the longest range until this model. Here we have the same capacity, we have a little more weight and similar power output, but I got more range here. So 43 miles, it's pretty much the same battery, it's only split in half. I would like to see here, maybe move this to the right and have maybe a taller battery. So let's say maybe 3-4 inches, maybe 5 inches taller, so you can accommodate, let's say 15 amps or 20 amps in the back and 15-20 amps in the front. That'll be amazing. So I mostly used, now let me turn this on so I can show you guys. I like how the screen boots up all these graphics, and I still have a line left, so I can probably get some more range. But I covered 43 miles in range, which is amazing for 20 amps, and it was done in the 5th maximum level. If you press one more time, it goes to 0. If you press negative, it doesn't go anywhere. So you can use a regular bike and have no assist, and you can go through 5 levels of assist. And the cool part is that other bikes that we tested, and this is a new thing that's actually present on all other bikes I reviewed this year, if I use throttle, if I hold max, it does not matter in what assist level you are, it's going to go to the maximum, let's say 20, 25 or 30 miles an hour. Here, if I have first level assist and I press the max, it's only going to go to the speed limit programmed for this level, for the settings, which is cool. So I think that's pretty cool, and that's a good setting to have. So when you start, you can start, let's say in the first speed or second, and you don't go that fast in case if you have a heavy load on your bike. This bike can carry up to 400 pounds, which is a lot for this bike size. We have 20 by 4.5 inches tires, and I like this Innova street tires. Really good control, and they really grip well. You can lean hard and they respond very well, and you feel comfortable. For those that need more range, I like to see on their website 20 amps or maybe even 25 amps. So let's say if you squeeze 10 amp in the back, you can put here 20-25 amp in case if you need more than 45 or 40 miles in range. I got 43 miles in range going fast and the 5th level assist. So if you go in the 3rd level, you can definitely hit 65-70 miles advertised range on the website. I want to go over the things that I like and things that are great and things that are not so great and needs improvement. Starting with the handlebars and with the grips. I haven't seen this design in any other bike, and we have here this hardware that actually secures so it doesn't move anywhere. It feels different and it feels very comfortable. The support holds your palm here, so for longer range really helps and makes it very comfortable and reduces that fatigue. We have this big console. I mean, it's fine, it's okay, but I would like to see something like this, much smaller, more minimalistic and more modern. I think will fit this beautiful frame so much better. And we don't have horn here, and this ring bell is so far, and I can't, I mean, it's really going fast, let's say 28-30 miles an hour. Doing this, it's not really good, so this needs to be improved. And there's also no room on this side next to the throttle, so maybe integrating a smaller console that pushes over this hinge here, so you just go and you press the horn and all the controls, like let's say placed vertically, so it's more convenient. Huge screen, nice graphics, visible in the sunlight. Here we have the shifter, the standard shifter, so I like to see something more sophisticated, high level quality. That would be cool. And a very nice throttle. I like this design, very comfortable and looks really good. I have here the SL1000 shred lights, and I'll show you how well they light up in the nighttime. We have this stock light. It's okay-ish, but it's not super powerful, and this bike it's fast, so you need to have that throw in front of you and cover a lot of space and be able to see and be able to react to, I don't know, any pedestrians or any potholes or cracks or openings on roads. So I use those lights. Strongly recommend them. They're my favorites. They're actually very good, very compact, and you can put here like that and put a zip tie, and it doesn't bother the lights. Or you can actually move them on the side or put them from outside so it doesn't stay in the way of the cables. Very good lights, very powerful, and they last about 3 to 4 hours or somewhere there. Plenty enough for night riding. The brakes, we have Logan hydraulics, very good brakes, and they match this model, and they have a great stopping power. Hydraulic brakes really helps a lot, and they have very nice feel and touch, and it doesn't require a lot of pressure to get full engagement. Really good brakes. Suspension, we can see here we have almost 3 inches, 3.5 inches of travel. We have lockout and preload and rebound adjustments. Really good suspension. At the first ride I actually heard noise, and I didn't know if it's coming from the suspension or somewhere in the frame, so I opened the battery, and I'm not sure how the QA, how well it works for this brand. This battery, it's perfect. There's no rattle, there's no movement. There's a lot of shake and noise coming from inside, so I took and opened this battery, and if you look here, there's too much space in between the packs. The packs seems to be well heat shrinked. Connections are good. You have here the fuse, so everything looks to be all right, but you see the cells are moving, so when I go over big bumps, the shaking noise, and I'm gonna put some very advanced foam to fix this issue, but this is one thing that the company should look into. I'm sure they have a supplier for this battery, so they have to put bigger spacers here so there's no movement and the battery does not slide left and right. Fix that, put it back, and there's no more rattle. The only thing is I removed the sticker here and I avoided the warranty, so hopefully the company can take care of that and fix that issue. Guys, this frame, it's really beautiful. All this tubing welded together, and it's quite wide and massive, and it looks beautiful. I like this design. All the way in the back here, if you look, matches perfectly and looks modern and looks futuristic. It has the same feel with these tires and this motor and these components. Feels similar to the Astro bike that I reviewed recently. That's super cool. This is almost a similar vibe as that bike. A super sturdy rack, and you have here accessories that you can add. Very sturdy rear rack, well connected, good shifter, good quality. It's mid-level, not entry-level like other bikes. And here, look at the welds. It's beautifully done. And here you can definitely connect the mid-drive. Hopefully the company can offer in the near future the option of mid-drive. One last suggestion, he'll be adding a seat post suspension, something high quality and cool. Will make this e-bike capable to handle rough and off-road terrain, which I'm sure a lot of you will find this beneficial. Another thing which I find unfinished and not so good, the fender in the back. Here we have support for the fender, and there's no support here in the front. It only connects on the top. If you go really fast over big potholes and cracks, this will flap and can hit the tire and make a little bit of noise. It's a really awesome bike. It's just few little things that are not finalized, and I hope this company sees this review and addresses these little things. But the bike so far, I like the power output, I like the speed, I like the range, very comfortable frame, very original frame compared to anything that's available now in the market. It's very different, and I like this tubular construction like Nami. It feels special, it feels really cool.